Hi, welcome to the Veterans Radio Show. I'm Tammy, your host. I'm the liaison at the National Veterans Chamber of Commerce for Faith-Based Initiatives, and I'm hosting today. So welcome. We're glad that you're with us. And our first guest that we have today, not really a guest, she's pretty much part of the family, Ms. Kelly Bagla, who is a defender of all things legal and an amazing entrepreneur in her own right. And so if we could just welcome Kelly. We're going to talk today about AI in the business field, Kelly. So welcome, and we're looking forward to hearing from you.
Well, thank you, Tammy. What a treat! I get a treat to be interviewed, if you will, if I may use that word, by you. Excellent. And before we start, Tammy, if I may share my disclaimer, as an attorney, I do need to share it. And any information that I do share today on the radio with anyone, it is only for informational purposes, and it does not create an attorney-client relationship. Now, I have been practicing, and I am a practicing attorney for 21 years now. And yes, I started when I was 3 years old. So thank you very much. And I have loved every aspect of it. And in these 20 years, Tammy, I have seen legal and government, right? They really move at a snail's pace, right? So there's really not much sexiness or major changes going on at the base of legal. But here we are faced with something that is completely brand new to the legal industry, and we're talking about AI. Now, AI in itself, it can be a blessing, but then again, it comes with so many legal issues itself. So that's what I would like to talk about from that perspective. And AI in itself, Tammy, it's an accumulation of people's writings and ideas and thoughts and research and whatever anyone has written on the internet. AI, it goes and gathers everything, and it's not necessarily completely correct that it's going to be gathering the same information that you're looking for. So if I may start off with, there's nothing that can beat traditional research. I remember when I was going to law school, I had to go to the library. Do you remember that big building that every city has, right? I think they're becoming obsolete. But I went to the library, I pulled legal research books, and I researched everything. And that's how I was able to cite proper law, cite, the proper research, and actually make a legal argument that was sound at the end of the day. Now with AI, if we talk about it as just in general terms, well, it's still in process. It's not something that is perfected, and it never will be perfected. AI, you have to be very, very careful, because there's different types of AI. It depends on whose you're going to be utilizing. If I may share, we have the Chinese version. Okay, we have out of country version. America, we are working on ours desperately and very, very quickly. And there are other countries also that are coming up with their own AI as well. Now, that's number one. Make sure, if you're going to use AI, make sure that you know which AI you are using, right? That's huge. And then internally too, there's different levels, if you will, or different influences on AI. So if you're going to ask, for example, right, in America, we have two parties currently, the major parties. We've got a conservative party, we have a liberal party. And depending on how you ask your question, you can end up with either or. So again, it's not really giving you the information that you are requiring. Now, with AI, especially people are using AI to draft different types of contracts. Tammy, I don't know how many times I have just looked at a piece of paper and I have told clients, I've said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to review that. I am not going to take your money to review that, because I can tell you right now, it is not worth the paper that it's written on. It's an accumulation of people's ideas. It's not necessarily that it goes to the source of what you're looking for. So with AI, be careful of the software, the systems that you're using. Be careful of how you're asking questions. Be careful of always ask for the source. Always ask for the source. And in fact, I have a very short story of a lady that I know. She was asking AI for information, and she asked a question regarding. I think it had something to do with climate change, and she was asking, the AI climate change questions, and AI just spit out all of these answers for her. And then she asked AI, please cite the source. AI came back and said, I'm sorry, I cannot cite the source because it's come from multiple different platforms that I cannot confirm. So if AI is not telling you where the source is, so just be careful. It's a new tool. It is software. So with anything that's brand new, you always want to make sure that you're utilizing it correctly and properly. And that's just contracts, right? So AI written contracts or what have you, they're terrible. They will not do you any justice. And as entrepreneurs, right, our contracts are literally our bulletproof vests, if you will, as entrepreneurs. Um, the contract is going to govern, so you always want to make sure that your contract is bulletproof. So if anything happens, you are always going to be compensated for whatever monies you're going to be out of. Now, what about creating videos, right, using AI? That's another very scary. If you think about it, it's quite it's frightening for certain people. Now you can just use AI to create videos, and you don't even know at some point what is the truth and what's created. So this is the world that we're heading into, Tammy, and it is frightening. And from a legal perspective, I can certainly tell you that. And as a lawyer, I always have to double check, triple check. So it's given me more work rather than less work, as if it didn't exist. So now I have to make sure that it's the correct source. So my advice, unsolicited by the way, is please make sure that you're using the right type of software, you're asking the right type of question. And again, ask the question different ways. Don't just ask it one way, because this is what lawyers do. Right? We always ask questions multiple different ways, but we're asking the same thing. So ask AI different questions, leading to what you think the answer is going to be. Use it with caution. Don't run your legal department on AI. You're gonna be sorely disappointed. Plus, it's going to lead you down to the lawsuit road, and nobody wants to go down there.
Yeah.
But the videos that they're creating now, and pictures and photos that are being created, you absolutely, people that are doing this, and especially the ones that are creating videos of themselves, right? Anyone can take that. It doesn't necessarily belong to you unless you actually put down, copyrighted by, right? Copyright, this belongs to. Always use a disclaimer. If somebody else, say someone put out a video and it was very much similar to an actual real live person, they could come out and say, you used my likeness without my authority. And so please, entrepreneurs, be very, very careful. It's exciting times. It's an exciting tool that we can use, but be careful when you're actually using AI.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And it makes me think, especially as we talk about entrepreneurs, and of course, that's the heart of the Veterans Chamber is entrepreneurship, which is why our partnership with you is so amazing, right?
Thank you.
I was wondering, things that the tools of AI to create websites for your business or to create logos for your business. Are there any implications there, things that maybe just to keep an eye out for as an entrepreneur and somebody maybe who's even starting their business? What would you say to them if they wanted to use AI tools to create some of those package things that they might want to? And I know last month we had been talking for the last couple of months about franchising and business opportunities and licensing, and maybe you can talk a little bit about the implications of using AI for your branding and then possibly, wanting to do a business opportunity or licensing later on.
Absolutely. So yes, like I said, AI can be a fantastic tool, right? But and especially with businesses. So using AI to build a website or using AI to develop a logo for you. Again, you have to go that extra step to make sure that AI is not infringing upon someone else's intellectual property. Because AI, unless you ask AI, does this exist out there? AI might come back and say, I don't know. But that's when you actually have to do your own research as well. It's a great tool. I mean, nowadays, websites are just fantastic, right? They're so interactive as well. You can create all sorts of different types of moving parts on a website. But when it comes to creating logos, there's a really really easy way. So with the websites, you should have three documents, even though this is, say you used AI to create, right? These three documents are going to protect you as an entrepreneur, because again, you don't know that AI is going to be 100%. So make sure that if you're going to use AI to create your website, you have three documents. The first is terms and conditions. And in prior segments, Tammy, we've spoken about this. The other document is privacy policy. And the third document is a disclaimer. So make sure you have at least the disclaimer, because websites are overseen by the FTC, Federal Trade Commission. So if they come across something that they don't like and you have these three documents to protect you, then you can say we're actually disclaiming that. And at the point, you can also change if something's not up to par with the FTC. Now, as far as the logo goes, logos you can absolutely search on the USPTO's website. And I would highly, highly recommend anyone using AI to create a logo to search that. And that way you've gone the extra step to make sure that, yes, you're not going to be infringing or you're not going to be in violation, because listen, AI isn't going to tell you if you don't ask AI, right? And sometimes AI just doesn't have the source for you either. But these are tools, Tammy, absolutely, they do make. And again, if somebody wants to use AI to create websites as a business, right, or set up a package, if you will, for people to either go out and create business opportunities, so to speak, yes, they should absolutely. This would be a perfect model for that. But again, entrepreneurs, right? This is really up to you. All the responsibility always falls on your shoulders, our shoulders, always. It's our responsibility to make sure that we're protected, our families are protected, we're not infringing upon other people's intellectual property, and you're following the laws as you're operating your business.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly. That's so helpful. I think we've even used, at the chamber, used some AI, and so I'm thinking, oh, okay, I need to go back and check those things. So I think I benefited from today as well as our audience. So, Kelly, you're just amazing. We thank you so, so much for your time and just the investment of who you are as a person into our veterans and our military community. And you're such a bright light, and we just appreciate you so much.
Tammy, thank you so very much. I love all of you there. I love everyone at the chamber, the veterans. I'm married to a veteran, so my heart belongs with you guys. But thank you so much always for giving me this opportunity to give back.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Well, so we have your information that we can post on the screen. Can you just let people know how they can get in touch with you if they have questions about pursuing AI and maybe even getting help with the documentation, non-AI help with the documentation that they need as an entrepreneur?
Excellent. Thank you. You can always find us on the web. It's baglalaw.com. My executive assistant always says baglaw.com. And our phone number is 760-579-6789. And we'll be always happy to talk to you. Thank you again, Tammy.
Oh, wonderful. Well, until next, we won't see you next month, but the next time we do see
Yes.
you, have a wonderful holiday if we don't get a chance to talk to you, and hi to your family.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, Ann. All right. Well, that was amazing. I feel like I learned so much. And we are going to have just a quick segment, kind of an update from our CEO, Joe Molina. Have him come on and just talk about what's going on in the Veterans Chamber of Commerce world. So welcome, Joe.
Well, thank you, Tammy. And absolutely, that was an excellent session on legal strategies used with the AI, because something that we all kind of tend to do, and having Kelly on kind of clarify things as to what we should do to confirm, verify, protect ourselves is so important. Because
Yeah, I loved how she said that, contracts and legal documents are your bulletproof vest as
Right,
an entrepreneur,
exactly.
and trusting those to AI and other people's opinions, a conglomeration of people's opinions, is not the safe way to go. So I really appreciated what she had to say. Yeah.
Gets dangerous that way.
Yeah.
But what I would like to kind of share with you and our the audience is about the kind of a summary of 2025, where we are today, and kind of programs that we would like to highlight and share with the audience. And I would like to start with two really important items that I would like to share. One is things happen in kind of series of things. Things happening in certain ways. So we just started, and we had the ribbon cutting in San Bernardino for our National Veterans Chamber of Commerce San Bernardino chapter, hosted by United Way. So it's an amazing partnership, and we're really happy to be working with them, and I'm sure the region of San Bernardino are going to benefit a lot by this partnership. Having a center in San Bernardino that is promoting, hosting, and supporting veterans and the military community that moves to San Bernardino, then is tremendous. And having a good partnership, people who really want to support and help veterans in different ways is amazing. So we'll be sharing more. Our plan is to bring the director of the chapter on a show, and kind of share with us their strategy and what they're planning for 2026. So I'll keep an eye on that. And the second one is also the National Veterans Chamber Riverside chapter, and we're kind of like at the same time working. They're not related, but at the same time, the energy of the universe kind of moving everyone in the same pace at the same time. So our director of the Riverside chapter will also be invited to participate and share with the audience what the plans are for the county of Riverside. And so we're very, very excited to be working with this two chapters, and the directors are amazing. They have just a very strong passion for the veteran community, both veterans and both are women they were part of the military, and now they're leading the entire counties. And interesting enough is San Diego director is Ray, which is she was also a military in a Navy military, and then Mary also a Marine military, and then Dr. Yvette also a Marine military. So it's just interesting and amazing that in this region we have female leadership up and down the coast.
Yeah, well, I mean,
the
there are
Southern
a lot of
California.
There's a lot. Yeah, I was going to actually say that because you had mentioned San Bernardino County and Riverside County. And while most of our listeners probably know San Diego, they might not know the names of those other counties. And so
Right.
I wanted to also point out something that that we, in Southern California know as the Inland Empire, because of the size of Riverside County and San Bernardino County, the sheer size of those counties and the numbers of people that are in them. So this is a really huge, these
Yes.
ladies are leading a charge in Southern California for
Yes,
the Veterans
absolutely.
Chamber and for our veteran communities and for our military families. And so that's really exciting to see.
Yes, and it's just amazing that I'm amazed of their leadership abilities and their plans and the passion and the energy that they bring to the table is just very impressive, very, very impressive. And the last highlight I would like to bring to share with you is the initiative of commerce or entrepreneurship that the chamber is moving towards in this initiative. So we have, not everyone wants to set up a chapter, not everyone wants to, that's it's intense, but but a lot of people want to become involved, and especially veterans who have their own business. And so we were asked, or asked about, what do we do with businesses who, with veteran-owned businesses who want to connect with other community businesses that also veteran-owned. So we have started our groups for veteran-owned business networking groups. So these are clubs, kind of like a club. People meet on a most kind of business casual environment, and the groups are small. It's about 12, no more than 15. If the group gets larger than that, then they kind of break up and form another group, especially cities like LA, San Diego, metro areas. There will be opportunity to, break those into other groups. But the initiative is to set up a local veteran-owned business networking club in per city. So every city will have opportunity to create and build one. So the city of Oceanside in San Diego County, or the city of Palmdale, or the city of Barstow, whatever city wants to come forward, then those veteran-owned businesses will be able to support each other locally, to bring the local support. And we have approached other cities to see if they would like to host these groups and support them, because it brings more commercial traffic into the local area, but also supports the community with I guess, knowledge that these businesses are veteran owned. And if they want to support veterans, that's one way that they can support it. And also the veteran owned businesses themselves supporting each other.
And it's curious because as you're saying that, it's making me think, would those businesses then be able to support each other in like contracting, maybe being able to work together toward larger contracts than each company would be able to work on their own, but companies that could work together to maybe pursue larger contracts.
Bingo. And that's that's one of the ideas of the long range plan, is to develop that network. Because imagine having, let's say, 15 people in 10 cities. So, and they're all working, like that. But having that into a platform where everyone knows who they are, they all connect with each other. But that's the idea, and they support each other locally. But when opportunities come up, like you were talking about right now, contracting, which we know we are very involved in that. So contracting, let's say we have a security guard company in LA that wants to apply for a contract, but they may be too small. And they have another security guard company in San Diego. By partnering together, they'll be able to apply for a government contract where they can support in those areas in a much larger scale. So yes, you're totally right, and that is the logical path where these groups are going. And it what we do as a chamber is like we want to support the business so the business becomes successful. I mean, that's the whole idea. So how do we do this and be able to support them in a way that is beneficial, not just for them individually, but for the communities where we are, with the communities that we serve, and being able to collaborate and identify everyone, like we did in the military. It's just little cohorts of groups, troops working together to accomplish a mission. So that's your troop, that's your group.
Well, and it's so interesting because that is kind of the military mindset, is that each part has their part to play, right? And so no one person is Captain America doing everything, right? It's a group working together, and with each one specializing in their own area. And so this will feel really, this could feel very natural for somebody who's been in that kind of military environment to just bring what they're an expert at, while somebody else brings what they're an expert at. And then between the two of them, they're able to do more than either one of them could do on their own. I think that's just amazing. And
also to want to also clarify that this is a veteran-owned business mindset, and that's a requirement. They got to be a veteran-owned business, but it's also military connected. So anyone who is a military spouse or they are relatives of a veteran, they're military connected, and we honor, respect, and want to welcome anyone who's military connected. So a military spouse, a military child, military parent or grandparent, it doesn't matter to us. We want to welcome everyone, because if you have the passion for veterans and you want to support veterans, want to work with veterans, enjoy working with veterans, we want you around.
Well, like always, right? I mean, that's always kind of the goal of the chamber. So, gosh, thanks so much, Joe. We got so much out of today. And if people are interested in connecting more with one of the different chambers that are opening up in maybe that's their area in Southern California, or with one of these networking groups, how would they get in touch? What's the best way for them to get in touch?
The easiest way is to visit our website, and we kept it very simple. Is the veterans website is vccsd.org.
Okay. All right.
And that's and just send us a message they want to participate, and then our system will direct them based on the location. So if they're in San Diego, automatically goes to the director. If it goes to San Bernardino or Northern California or whatever, Puerto Rico, New York, wherever they are located, if we have someone there, then they'll be directed there.
Right. And if we don't have someone there, maybe they can become the someone.
That you read my mind, because I was going to say that we are always looking for those leaders who want to take charge. We welcome everyone, even the backseat drivers, but we want leaders. We want drivers who want to either set up a group in their own community, set up their group in their own job site. We have also veterans who work within the employment scenario with a company to support the veterans within that company. That's another group. And so we put the initiative out, and it's based on what the leader comes in and says, I want to lead this initiative. I want to be accountable, responsible for this, and I want to move it forward. and we put all the support and weight behind that idea.
Wonderful. Well, Joe, thank you so much. Thanks for the update and all the great things that are happening at the Chamber, keeping us updated on that. And we'll look forward to hearing more in the future. And thanks again for being with us today. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. It's always nice to kind of bring an update of what's going on with the Chamber. And again, we're very happy to be part of every veteran community out there.
Yeah.
And so I'll see you next time.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Well, thank you so much for being part of our show today. We really appreciate you. We appreciate your time, and we appreciate your like and subscribe. It helps get our channel out to more veterans and military community to help them see the different things that are available to them, give them tools as business owners, like the tools that were covered today. So thanks again. We'll look forward to seeing you again next time on the Veterans Radio Show.